Georg Friedrich Wilhelm Hegel's philosophy of right and its influences. Brief introduction. Georg Friedrich Wilhelm Hegel was his full name. He was born in 1770 and later died in 1831. He was the professor of philosophy at the University of Berlin, and he was known for the philosophy of right that focused on the idealism of freedom. He was known for having the eye of a historian. A brief bio on Georg Friedrich Wilhelm Hegel. He was born in Stuttgart, Germany on August 27, 1770, and later died in Berlin, Germany on November 14, 1831. He was the son of an official in the government of the Duke of Württemberg. He studied at a theological seminar in Tübingen. In 1818, Hegel became professor of philosophy at the University of Berlin through invite. Hegel's philosophy. The philosophy of right. Hegel believed that a free man is one who participates in every aspect of life when given the right to. He promoted the idea of living freely. The philosophy dealt with idealism, and he published a book on it called The Elements of Philosophy of Right, and it was known as a universal will in the idea of freedom. Thesis. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel was a very influential German philosopher during the 19th century. His philosophy surrounded the topics of idealism regarding the definition of life and what defines a free man by his action. Hegel demonstrates a free man is one who is willing to participate in every aspect of life. To go into that a bit more, what he really meant is if you were given the opportunity to do something, then you should take it and not take it for granted. You should also look around to see what life is really about and what life has to offer, and you should take those not for granted. He was known for works such as the philosophy of right and the philosophy of history, and therefore Hegel was made a major figure of the German philosophical scene. Development of Hegel's philosophy. Influenced by many such as Friedrich Hölderlin and Friedrich von Schelling and Kant, Hegel examined the development of social norms based on surrounding societies to come up with his philosophy of right and what the definition of life is. Um, from my perspective, I believe that many people take life for granted and do not take what life offers um, at its advantages. And the 1840s political conditions dealing with France had given Hegel this whole idea of the philosophy of rights. Influence. His influence truly began in Berlin as a university professor. Therefore, he was given the opportunity to influence many from what he taught and what he had said to his students. Hegel lectured on aesthetics, philosophy of history, and the philosophy of religion. When given the opportunity to look into these subjects of philosophy, he had also come up with his own, known as the philosophy of right, that we're now talking about. Hegel had once again became relevant within the 20th century works, specifically regarding his political work as it reflected in the works of Karl Marx. Um, the work that he had done that was relevant was mainly his political work, and especially since with the whole issue that had gone on in France and Germany during the 20th century, it had brought back his work from the 19th century. Summary. The works of Georg Friedrich Wilhelm Hegel had benefited both the generations of the time and also the future generations. His belief in logic and the meaning in life, both morally and politically, gave a new understanding to the definition of a free man. He believed that a free man should take advantage of what his surroundings is offering him, and Hegel shares his understanding with the students that he had taught at the time, and also with the publish of the books that he had released and are now could be seen today. From the publishment of his books, many are now able to learn from him today, even though his work had been relevant in the 19th century, but still they are towards relevant today. A great quote that I had found that he had delivered in the 19th century was, "Nothing great in the world has ever been accomplished without passion." And I believe this quote is very important to many as we often look towards goals in life, and none of our goals honestly could be accomplished without us being passionate about it, Yeah.